Episode 56HN August 18, 2023. Worldwide PM2.5 caused antibiotic resistance. Residential PM2.5 tied to dementia. World. Rosep view, Lancet Planetary Journal suggests a link between the two. For every 10% rise in air pollution, researchers found a correlated increase in antibiotic resistance of 1.1% across countries and continents. The study did not look at the science of why the two might be linked. Evidence suggests that particulate matter PM2.5 can contain antibiotic-resistant bacteria and resistance genes, which may be transferred between environments and inhaled directly by humans, the authors said. Until now, there was limited data on how much influence PM2.5 air pollution, particulates of 2.5 micrometer size, has on antibiotic resistance globally. Sources of PM2.5 include wood burning. The authors created an extensive dataset to explore whether PM2.5 was a key factor driving global antibiotic resistance, using data for 116 countries from 2000 to 2018. The data sources included the World Health Organization, European Environment Agency and the World Bank. The findings indicate antibiotic resistance increases with PM2.5, with every 10% rise in air pollution linked with increases in antibiotic resistance of 1.1%. The association has strengthened over time, with changes in PM2.5 levels leading to larger increases in antibiotic resistance in more recent years. Our analysis presents strong evidence that increasing levels of air pollution are associated with increased risk of antibiotic resistance, researchers from China and the UK wrote. This analysis is the first to show how air pollution affects antibiotic resistance globally. Their findings are published in the Lancet Planetary Health Journal. World including Saudi Arabia and Niger, PM2.5. Air pollution by PM2.5 linked to rise in antibiotic resistance globally, analysis. Down to earth. Saudi Arabia would have a 3% increase in antibiotic resistance if PM2.5 increases by 10%. Niger would see a 2.9%. https://www.thegardien.com/society/2023/august/07/air-pollution-link-rise-imperils-human-health. Air pollution linked to rise in antibiotic resistance that imperils human health. Global study suggests connection has strengthened over time across every country and continent. The Guardian August 7, 2023. Excerpts edited by Rosep for brevity and clarity and relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates. Data indicates 7.3 billion people globally are directly exposed to unsafe average annual PM2.5 levels. The analysis, using data from more than 100 countries spanning nearly 2 decades, indicates that increased air pollution is linked with rising antibiotic resistance across every country and continent. It also suggests the link between the two has strengthened over time, with increases in air pollution levels coinciding with larger rises in antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic resistance is already killing 1.3 million people a year. The study said that controlling air pollution could greatly reduce deaths and economic costs stemming from antibiotic-resistant infections. The analysis indicates antibiotic resistance resulting from air pollution was linked to an estimated 480,000 premature deaths in 2018. A modeling of possible future scenarios indicates that if there were no changes to current policies on air pollution, by 2050 levels of antibiotic resistance worldwide could increase by 17%. The annual premature death toll linked to antibiotic resistance could rise to about 840,000. The authors acknowledged limitations to their study. A lack of data in some countries may have affected the overall analysis, they said. The study was observational, so could not prove cause and effect. Future research should focus on investigating the underlying mechanism of how air pollution affects antibiotic resistance, they said. You can download the research paper itself at this URL below. https://www.thelancet.com/journal/lample/article/PIS2542-5196, 23/00133x/full text. Association between particulate matter, PM2.5 air pollution and clinical antibiotic resistance, a global analysis. Excerpts edited by Rosep for brevity and clarity and relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates. ROSUP describes the 6 charts in the research paper, which can be viewed on the ROSUP video for episode 56HN, and on the PDF of URLs on the ROSUP website https://rosipresidents.wordpress.com along with the downloaded PDF of the research paper in full.f. Figure 1, Pathways of Antibiotic Resistance Dissemination WWTPS equals Wastewater Treatment Plants. Figure 2, Aggregate Antibiotic Resistance Increases Relevant to Concentration of PM2.5, A, Scatter Plot of Aggregate Resistance versus Concentration of PM2.5. The weighted linear trend line is shown in black, the red shading shows the 95% CI. B, Slope of Relationship, i.e., percentage change in resistance per percentage change in PM2.5, between concentration of PM2.5 and antibiotic resistance. Different colors represent different pathogens. Cephalosporins refer to third-generation cephalosporins. C. Antibiotic resistance versus concentration of PM2.5 stratified by year, i.e., 2000-06, 2007-12, and 2013-18. Weighted linear trend lines are shown in different colors. D. Density distributions of slopes stratified by year, i.e., 2000-06, 2007-12, and 2013-18. Median densities are shown by vertical dashed lines. Ln equals natural logarithm. PM equals particulate matter. Figure 3 Contribution of PM2.5 to aggregate antibiotic resistance. A. Contribution of PM2.5 to antibiotic resistance in different countries and regions. B. Contribution of predictors to antibiotic resistance for each pathogen. C. Changes in antibiotic resistance per 10% change in concentration of PM2.5. D. Changes in premature death attributed to antibiotic resistance per 10% change in concentration of PM2.5. GDP equals gross domestic product. PM equals particulate matter. Figure 4 Mortality cost attributed to aggregate antibiotic resistance derived from PM2.5 pollution in 2018. A. Premature death attributed to antibiotic resistance derived from PM2.5 pollution. B. YLL for premature death attributed to antibiotic resistance derived from PM2.5 pollution. C. Welfare loss in US dollars for premature death attributed to antibiotic resistance derived from PM2.5 pollution. PM equals particulate matter. YLL equals years of life lost. Figure 5 Trends in aggregate resistance and mortality from 2018 to 2050. A. Global annual aggregate resistance until 2050 for the 11 types of scenarios. Shaded areas around each line show the 95% CI, vertical dotted lines show the year 2018 to distinguish between predicted and actual values. B. Percentage difference in mortality attributable to antibiotic resistance between 2019 and 2050 for 3 scenarios. C. Regional annual aggregate antibiotic resistance until 2050 for 3 scenarios. Shaded areas around each line show the 95% CI, vertical dotted lines show the year 2018 to distinguish between predicted and actual values, and solid black lines show the actual values. D. Benefits of 2 scenarios in 2050 in billion US dollars. 100% BDWS equals 100% of people using at least basic drinking water services. CHE equals current health expenditure per capita. Multivariate 1 equals combined control factors of CHE doubled, 50% reduced antibiotic use, 100% BDWS, and PM2.5, 15 μg/m3. Multivariate 2 equals combined control factors of CHE doubled, 50% reduced antibiotic use, 100% BDWS, and PM2.5, 10 μg/m3. Multivariate 3 equals combined control factors of CHE doubled, 50% reduced antibiotic use, 100% BDWS, and PM2.5, 5 μg/m3. PM equals particulate matter. SSP equals shared socioeconomic pathways. SSP1/5 equals mean of SSP1 and SSP5. SSP3/4 equals mean of SSP3 and SSP4. A second Lancet research paper on PM2.5 compares urban and rural exposures from indoor residential methods of heating for cooking or for home heating. Urban-rural disparity in global estimation of PM2.5 household air pollution and its attributable health burden. Summary of HAP PM2.5 personal exposure sample data. Biomass, primarily wood burning, fuel has the highest percentage, 76%, among all fuels, i.e., biomass is the most common fuel monitored across the studies that provided the data, in the personal exposure sample data for both urban and rural settings. Gas, 12%, is the second highest, followed by coal, 8%, charcoal, 2%, and electricity, 2%. The average 24H HAP PM2.5 personal exposure aggregated for the WHO regions can be found in the appendix, P12. Summary of HAP PM2.5 indoor concentration sample data. Biomass, wood burning, is the highest, 71%, of fuels in the indoor concentration sample data, i.e., biomass, wood burning, is the most common fuel monitored across the studies that provided the data, for both urban and rural settings. Gas, 16%, is the second highest, followed by coal, 8%, electricity, 3%, and charcoal, 2%. The average measured 24H HAP PM2.5 indoor concentration, Figure 1, for users of biomass with traditional stoves in rural setting is 408 μg/m3, range 1 to 2170, and in urban settings 333 μg/m3, 2 to 1250. Michigan. ROSEP view. This study did not include PM2.5 from indoor residential wood burning in their statistics, about the ties between residential PM2.5 exposure and dementia. Residential PM2.5 and human health. Residential fine particulate matter tied to higher dementia risk, Channel 3000. Channel 3000. The researchers found that higher concentrations of total PM2.5 were associated with greater rates of incident dementia, hazard ratio, 1.08 per. Residential PM2.5 and human health. Residential fine particulate matter tied to higher dementia risk, health, WFMZ.com. WFMZ.com. 17, 2023, Health Day News, higher residential levels of fine particulate matter, PM2.5, are associated with higher rates of incident dementia. Thursday, August 17, 2023, Health Day News, higher residential levels of fine particulate matter, PM2.5, are associated with higher rates of incident dementia, according to a study published online August 14 in JAMA Internal Medicine. Boya Zhang, Ph.D., from the University of Michigan School of Public Health in Ann Arbor, and colleagues examined associations of long-term exposure of total and source-specific PM2.5 with incident dementia in older adults. The analysis included 27,857 participants in the Environmental Predictors of Cognitive Health and Aging Study, 1998 through 2016. The researchers found that higher concentrations of total PM2.5 were associated with greater rates of incident dementia, hazard ratio, 1.08 per interquartile range. PM2.5 from all sources, except dust, was associated with increased rates of dementia in single pollutant models, with the strongest associations for agriculture, traffic, coal combustion, and wildfires. When adjusting for PM2.5 from all other sources and copollutants, only PM2.5 from agriculture, hazard ratio, 1.13, and wildfires, hazard ratio, 1.05, was robustly associated with greater rates of dementia. Minnesota. Red level air quality alert to be issued for large area of Minnesota later this week. CBS News. Wildfire smoke from Canada has prompted the Minnesota Pollution, the MPCA, to reduce vehicular travel on alert days and to avoid burning wood. Minnesota. Canadian wildfire smoke to foul air statewide Thursday and Friday, Minnesota PCA says. Pioneer Press. In some cases, there may be a burned plastic smell instead of a wood smoke smell. The red alert is expected to span northeast and east central Minnesota, Minneapolis, and St. Paul, Twin Cities. Minnesota, Wilmar. Air quality advisory in effect through Friday night, news, wilmarradio.com. Wilmar Radio Home. Entire state until 11 tomorrow night due to Canadian wildfire smoke, such as outdoor burning and use of residential wood burning devices. Minnesota, Worthington. Wildfire smoke prompts air quality alert for southwest Minnesota, Worthington Globe. Worthington Globe. Reduce or eliminate activities that contribute to air pollution, such as outdoor burning and use of residential wood burning devices. Reduce vehicle. North Carolina and Hawaii. Maui wildfires, North Carolina couple learns true meaning of aloha from Lahaina residents. WXII 12. Depending on how the wind would blow, you get the smell of a burnt wood smoke. Keep up with the latest news and weather by downloading the WXII. Pennsylvania, Penn State. Researchers improve air pollution exposure models using Fagan-Wasani technologies. Fagan-Wasani technologies. To assess exposure to fine particulate matter, PM2.5, and help public health officials develop strategies, a research team led by Penn State has PM2.5 and human health. Washington, Bellingham. Wildfire smoke may be headed toward Bellingham as heat lingers and burn bans continue. Bellingham Herald. Propane fire pits without solid wood burning material will be allowed, along with propane and charcoal barbecues, Fire Marshal's office said. Washington, Bellingham. Heat lingers amid Whatcom County burn bans and wildfire smoke. Bellingham Herald. Bellingham Herald. All outdoor burning is prohibited, including yard debris fires, land clearing fires, and recreational fires. Propane fire pits without solid wood. Washington, Whatcom County. Whatcom County issues Stage 2 burn ban 790 kgmi. kgmi. Wood burning or charcoal fire pits or enclosures with a grate or screen are not considered barbecues and are prohibited. Washington, Whatcom County. Outdoor burning banned in unincorporated Whatcom County areas, including camp and beach fires. Whatcom News. Still allowed are propane fire pits without solid wood burning material, along with propane and charcoal BBQs according to today's announcement. Washington, Whatcom County. Outdoor burning banned in unincorporated Whatcom County areas, including camp and beach fires. Whatcom News. Still allowed are propane fire pits without solid wood burning material, along with propane and charcoal BBQs according to today's announcement. Canada, Alberta, Lethbridge. Special air quality statement in southwest Alberta due to wildfire smoke. Lethbridge News Now. Lethbridge News Now. Crousness Pass, AB, the residents of several communities along the Alberta-BC border are advised to limit their exposure to wildfire smoke. China. China's ongoing efforts in combating air pollution yield remarkable air quality improvements. Eureka Alert. These actions, issued by the State Council of China, aim to reduce ambient PM2.5 mass concentration in key regions to target levels. PM2.5 and artificial intelligence. Researchers improve air pollution exposure models using artificial intelligence and mobility data. Phys.org. Smoke and other sources of air pollution contain tiny particles, called fine particulate matter, PM2.5. Smaller than the width of a human hair, PM. https://RAC President Testword Pre-SS.com/ Please attach PDF letter to NIAID Director Dr. Jean Marazzo to an email from you to Jean Marazzo NIH.gov/ Episode 56 GF July 19, 2023. The Ask, request a complaint-based system from 10 attorney generals suing the EPA to give wood stove users certainty. The Ask, emails of 3 NIH officials jean.marazzo@nih.gov, hugh.auchincloss@nih.gov, lawrence.tabak@nih.gov emails of 13 assistant attorney generals, deputy attorney generals and general counsel preparing to sue the EPA to provide clarity for indoor residential wood stove manufacturers, vendors, and users. Instead, the assistant attorneys general should ask for a PM2.5 pollution complaint-based system in place of the failed wood stove certification program. The states involved are Alaska, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington, as well as the Puget Sound Clean Air Agency. Contact emails for the 13 assistant or deputy attorney generals and a general counsel are Cody.Doig@alaska.gov Alaska Senior Assistant Attorney General email, Cody Doig. Jason.James@ilag.gov Illinois Assistant Attorney General email, Jason James. Goldstein@oag.state.md.us Maryland Special Assistant Attorney General email, Stephen Goldstein. Turner.Smith@mass.gov Massachusetts Assistant Attorney General email, Turner Smith. Peter.Serto@ag.state.mn.us Minnesota Special Assistant Attorney General email, Peter Serto. Lisa.Morelli@law.njoag.gov New Jersey Deputy Attorney General email, Lisa Morelli. Nicholas.Batino@ag.newyork.gov New York Assistant Attorney General email, Nicholas Batino. Paul.Garahan@doj.state.or.us Oregon Attorney in Charge email, Paul Garahan, one of 2 or attorneys. Steve.Novick at doj.state.or.us Oregon Special Assistant Attorney General email, Steve Novick, one of 2 or attorneys. Nick.Persampieri at vermont.gov Vermont Assistant Attorney General email, Nick Persampieri. Caroline.Kress at atg.wa.gov Washington Assistant Attorney General email, Caroline Kress. Chris.Wrights at atg.wa.gov Washington Assistant Attorney General email, Chris Wrights. Jennifer.Cleanair.gov General Counsel, Puget Sound Clean Air Agency, Jennifer A. Dold. A new icon has been added to the RAWSC President's website, which is now the nearest right icon. The icon is an ask that has already been described in episode 56 GB, description of the parties who should be at the table when deciding on safe wood stove emission limits and fence line measurements, rather than wood stove certification, and emails to contact 10 deputy or assistant attorney generals and 1 general counsel. Those PDFs are included at the icon link. Residents Against Wood Smoke Emission Particulates, see https://rossipresidents.wordpress.com and click on the nearest right icon for the ask. 1. Email PDF letters to 3 officials of the National Institutes of Health, NIH, and NIID https://rossipresident.wordpress.com/ please attach PDF letter to NIID Director Dr. Jean Marazzo to an email from you to Jean Marazzo NIH.gov/ the ask 2. Email PDF letters to 13 Assistant Attorneys Generals, Deputy Attorney Generals and General Counsel https:// rossipresident.wordpress.com/ please contact Attorneys General about August suit versus CPA asking for certainty for wood stove users. ROSSEP asks for complaint-based SITM based on PM monitor data exceeding EP/ to the right of that 3. Barbie goes to the dating game https://rossipresidents.wordpress.com/1-Barbie-goes-to-the dating game to the right of that 4. Cookies that may contain rocks are recalled https://rossipresidents.wordpress.com/cookies-that may-contain-rocks-are-recalled to the right of that 5. The Fox Owns the Forest card game https://rossipresidents.wordpress.com/the-fox-owns-the-forest-card-game-TBA then to the right of that, the latest months, 6, August and 7, July 2023, of PDFs of articles with URLs to search on https://rossipresidents.wordpress.com/1-August-2023-PDFs-of-URLs and https://rossipresidents.wordpress.com/1-July-2023-PDFs-of-URLs to the right of that. 8. Stickers to hand out for ROSEP, games such as 9A, Bingo for ROSEP, 9B. Crosswords for ROSEP 9C, PM2.5's Jeopardy free game https://u2.be/lnsg32pydnc9d, PM2.5 free Monopoly https://u2.be/cuck1pscqnq and Endwood Smoke Monopoly 9e, vending machines for PM2.5 monitors, and 10. Icon links to 30-minute YouTube videos and Spotify podcasts as well as podcasts.google.com, CastBox and Pocket Cast. Pocket Cast is only free on the phone app. Pocket Cast works on Apple phones, and, below those icons, icon links to monthly URLs of PDFs from June 2023 to May 2022.